All right, we have one friend who's in Hawaii on vacation. So I'm going to record for her that she said 5 a.m. was a little too early for her. All right, nice and tall. You see me growing inch there? Shoulders down and back. Now pump those arms. Let's do both arms back, nice and easy. See how those shoulders are feeling this morning. And reverse. Notice the difference when you do both arms than when we do one arm at a time. It really reduces our range of motion a little bit. Bring it to the front, bring it open. Last one, other side, and knee. Little balance. And march. Stand up tall again. Take it a little wide. Bring it in. Back out. Hand in. Little head turn. Let's take it forward. Don't have room, just march in place. B step. Switch beat. Take it forward. Hold it here. Heel digs. You're slow. Really working those biceps. Flex them, warm them up. Now if you want, you can take those feet faster. And to the side. Here's slow. Abs in, soft knees. Now take those feet up if you want. Tapping it out. Switch those arms. To the back, it's nice and easy. Triceps. Back to the side. And pendulum. Pinkies up, thumbs up. Back to the front and biceps and all the way. Biceps and all the way. Good. Tap a toe. Go ahead and bounce a little if you want. And in and out, both directions. Which just happened. Maybe a little bounce if it feels fun. All right, here we go. You warm up squats, nice and easy, toes forward, knees forward, hips forward. Support on your thighs if you need to or want to. Make sure you don't slouch. Shoulders down and back. Reach those hips back. You're gonna sit down on something. Whoa, there's no chair. You have to stand back up. Abs in. Good, last one. All right, jacks, here we go. Here's half. Here's 3/4. Here's full. Good, and cross and punch. Abs in. Bicep. And you can make it smaller if you need to. It's quick. And knee. Abs in. Protecting that back. Take those feet together. Back to chest. And biceps. Good, and march. Do some wrist circles before we pick up those weights. Any old kind of wrist movement is fine. Just warming up those wrists and those hands before we pick up those weights. All right, here we go. Heavy weights first. Abs in. You can sit in your chair if you need to rest or you want to really focus on your arms. Here we go. Okay, remember you can always do palms forward. These heavier weights are just really bulky and they're kind of uncomfortable to do to the front for me. The hammers feel much better in my grip. So that's why when you see me with these heavier weights, I'm almost always doing hammer curls. But feel free to do them this way too. These just have long bars in them that kind of feel uncomfortable. They hit my thighs. But I'm doing it. For all my whining, I'm doing it, right? All right. Now these are the heavy ones for me, so I'm going to do 2 more. All right, I'm going to switch back and do 1 more hammer curl. Good. I'm going to put that down. So I also realized while we were talking there that this is a lot less uncomfortable for my wrists than this is. And I didn't realize that until I was just doing the move and switched it up. So you're still working your bicep here, the hammer, or here with the palm forward, slightly different. But if you have a lot of wrist discomfort, maybe like me, you feel like this is harder and this is easier. So give it a try. See what works better for your body. You can do either one. You can switch them up. You can do 2 of these while you're at the beginning and then switch to these, whatever works. All right, here, let's do some triceps. I'm gonna do kickbacks. I have to go down on my weights. Remember, you always have the option to use your furniture. Yes, the elbow is back. Squeeze at the lengthen, right? With your arms long is when you squeeze. Squeeze. And I'm working on this one because this is the arm I want to rotate my wrist when I go back. I haven't figured out why, but it helps me to look in the mirror and see what I'm doing, or in this case, the video screen. But if you're not sure of your form, maybe one day pin yourself and watch yourself and see if you can find any of those little idiosyncrasies that your body is doing that you don't even notice. One more for me on this side. Good. Switch. This side I don't do it so much on. Abs in. And sailing on that pushback. There, I'm getting tired. Do you see it rotate? Pay attention to those bodies. Squeeze. 2 more for me. 1 and 2. Nice. All right, let's get a quick drink of water. I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off. All right, going out to the sides next. So lifting out here. A few with my heavier weights, then I'm gonna switch. And remember the wrists, look at your wrists, how they are now. That's how they stay. Don't bend them as you go up. They stay as one unit. Exhale on the lift. Sit or stand. Remember, you can always add some balance. Sitting or standing. Last one for me with that. I'm going to grab the lighter weight. We'll do a couple more. Remember, anytime you're done, just stop, dance in place for a minute, and catch back up on the next move. All right, let's go ahead and let's do rows. So we'll need our heavier weights for that. Remember, you can row in the chair wherever you want. The light's blocking me there. And it's just up and down. You can stand here. You have options. You can row this way to the front, or you can row out to the side. But again, the elbow goes back. All right, so whatever one you want. Now notice how, for the class here, I don't really recommend us rotating. You'll see that sometimes, and that's okay if you can control your weight to bring it up and open. You get a little twist. But if you have any worries at all about your spine, just keep it right here. Or maybe just try one if you have a nice light weight. So think long, top of your head, down to your hips, and then rotate. I'm doing like every third. Whoop, not gonna do the last one, no, I'm done. Other side. Trying to keep the shoulders level. Abs are in. Relax those shoulders. As you get tired, it wants to hike up. At least that's what my arm wants to do. All right, try that rotate. Gonna rotate. Last one. Good, bring it down. Good job, let's put that down. Yeah. Sit to stands or squats, you pick. Just use your chair for balance. And remember, some of us have been working on our one-legged squats, but we can do that now too. So you choose. Here's the sit to stand from the chair,
Keep your eyes up, just straight ahead. Okay. Low, try not to drop down. Of course, it'll depend how tall you are. If you're taller, the chair, you may have a longer way to go than someone who's short. And then, vice versa, the short people sometimes have a hard time reaching the floor. So they're working slightly different muscles than the taller people are. All right, here we go. Now, if you're doing your one-legged, take that heel up off the floor. Start with them parallel. Bring one heel up. Now, the sit-to standers may be done already. I talk so much. Try to keep the hips level. It's hard. Good. I'm going to switch. That was 8. Let's do it from the front. Lifting the other heel. You see that slight shift to the right. Trying not to too much. I want to protect my knee. Last one. Good. Now it's going to switch just for one. We're just going to do one. Leg all the way up. Sit down and back. And up. Oh, maybe one more. And up. Switch. Here we go. Sit back. And up. Whoop. Lost my balance. Other side. Same one more time. There we go. Good. So notice how we're doing that very incrementally. Starting with just regular squats. Went to one leg with a heel up. And now we're up to 2 on one leg. Okay. Good progression. So let's do our arms to the front. Here we go. Now remember, you could also do it this way, slightly different muscles, but I usually do both sets. I do one of each usually. But this one seems more tiring to me. So we'll do the harder one first today. Exhale. Remember, you can always do singles. You could do single, doubles. Shoulders are down and back. I could probably one up 2, but I don't want to bump everything up at once. So I'm still doing 4 of the lighter weight instead of fewer of the heavy weight. I really want to get a grip on that bicep. The rows with the heavier weight. And then when that feels more comfortable, I can switch up maybe to this move with heavier weight. But we don't want to do it all at once. There we go. Shoulders down and back. Relax. All right, let's shrug. Now, if you want, you can shrug and lift your heels. Do this in the chair, too. And come to the front of your feet so your weights don't smack your chair. Unless you have a narrow chair. If you can still take those heels up. The other option for the chair is put the weights on your thighs. Get a pretty decent calf workout that way. 2 more. Last one. Good. All right, did you get everything? Tricep, bicep, side raise, front raise. We haven't done shoulder press yet. All right, here we go. Heavy. I can't do a full set yet. Working on it. All right, here we go. And push. Try to straighten those arms if you can. Exhale. Nice and controlled. So let those shoulders drop. Hips are tucked under. Now you might be with your same weight you've been using, so you can balance. Again, I'm not going to throw the balance in when I'm trying to up my weight. Not yet. Good. Last one with that weight for me. Keep going again. All right, 2 more for me. You might be done already. Oh, heck, 1 more. Good. Carefully bring them down. Nice. All right, we actually used the leg weights Monday at Oregon because they have the ankle weights there. So we actually gave it a try. And I tell you, 1.5 pounds around your ankle make a huge difference on those front lifts. So anyway, let's go ahead and give it a whirl. Have your hand in the back of the chair for balance if you need to. If you're seated, I have my chair right here. Make sure your knees out of your ankles and bend. And then when you get to the side, when we go to the side, it's just a lift and a rotate. All right, so those are your 2 standing or sitting options. I'm going to do, you know what, I'm going to be sitting today. Do whichever one you want. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to superset. I'm going to do the same leg. Go front and then side. Here we go. Front and then side. Wear this one leg up. Nice and tall. Now, if you're really short, you can take your hand weight and put it under that other foot or a block or a book, whatever you need. Okay, that toe to the front going up and to the side. It's the rotate from the hip. If you're seated. Now remember, if you're standing, when you go out to that side, the toe stays forward. Woo! All right, last one for me. I've done it in the chair for a while. Makes a difference. All right, here we go. Right here. Toe up. Right here, my toe wants to go like that. I'm fighting with it to keep it up towards the ceiling. All right, see how many you can do. Okay, last one to the side. Good. All right, well, we're here. Let's go ahead and do our abs. Turn my chair so you can see. All right, hips distance from the back. Might be the top or the bottom. Depends on how your chair is built. Knees over your ankles. Nice and tall. And like a straight grip, just bring it back. And then bring it up. Back. And up. Feel it working your abs. Now you can scoot out a little more. Go 2. As long as your shoulders stay down and back. You can reach them out. The same thing. Shoulders need to stay down and back. You can lift them up.
I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night. I love to hear the thunder. Watch the lightning when it lights up the sky. You know it makes me feel good.
Switch feet.
Well, I love a rainy night. It's such a beautiful sight. I love
Those abs in.
rain on my face, taste the rain on my lips. In the moonlight shadows.
Good. While we're here, let's work our glutes. All right. All you have to do is squeeze your butt cheek. All right. And squeeze. Squeeze. See how I rock a little bit when I squeeze it? Squeeze. Squeeze. and switch and squeeze. My left isn't as strong as my right. I don't know why, but I'm trying to strengthen it here. Squeeze. Right, left, right, left. Try not to engage your quads too much. Try to keep them quiet. Just not cheeks. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze it. Abs are in, relax. Squeeze. Couple more. Let's do single, single, double, double. Single, single, oh, single, squeeze, and single, single, squeeze, squeeze. I've got a little warmth back there. It's all good. All right, we did some sides. So let's do our back. We lifted our legs to the front. We lifted our legs to the side. And now let's take a little shake. Nice and tall. Hips are tucked under here, okay? Can't emphasize that enough, especially after we just did our glutes. And you're gonna reach the heel back. Slide it and bring it in. Slide it. Stand tall. Slide. Abs engaged. This is not a lift. Slide back. One more. And last one. Good. Switch leg. Shoulders down and back. Notice how I'm not leaning over. Standing tall, soft knees. Bring that heel. Slide it back toward the wall behind you. One more. Good. All right. We started working on a fly a little bit. So for some of you, the fly move might just do it with no weights, or maybe a 1 pound. If your chair is fine, really open up to where that shoulder is out to the side. Now, give your force bend, your fingers maybe a little forward, and we're not trying to bring it back here past your 180 mark. Okay. Now, you can open and close. Now you can do it with weights. You can also do it a little bit bent over. That engages the more core muscles while you do it. A little bit different feel, so try them both. If you like. Put my lowest weight. My favorite place to do this is on my back on the floor. All right, here we go. Abs in. Take your time. Exhale. And your lowest weight or no weight. Up to this one. A new one for us. And again, like those leg lifts, lift it up. Don't pick them up or throw them up. Think about there's balloons on your wrist. Nice and relaxed through the neck. All right, we're really working on the form here. Now this, to me, is much harder, but it's up to you. You could also do one at a time. All right, you could also bring them in a little bit, all right? And do it that way. Watch those elbows. We have to work up to that one. It's a new one for us. It's actually pretty hard because the weight's so far away from your body is why it's hard. It's a long lever. Whatever you want it to be. Here. All right. We're going to do 2 rows. Bicep, deadlift, bicep, shoulder press. And we can try chest press if you want. I don't know if I can chest press with these heavies, but maybe the first 2. Here we go. Engage that. 2 rows. 1. And feel free to break this down. Just do biceps. Just do shoulder presses. Just do chest presses. You don't have to superset them if you don't want to. 2 rows. Nice and tall. Get your posture. Then roll the weight up. All the way up. Shoulders out. In. Breathing. Get nice and tall. Then do your biceps. Don't see them. All right, that's my last chest press for me. Then to continue, I'm just not going to do a shoulder press. Excuse me, a chest press. Oh, I'm going to do this though. Good. Carry on doing, picking up, dropping up, whatever you want. Make sure you get a nice posture before you swing those biceps. Last one for me, whole set. Row. Row. Nice and tall. Then those biceps, soft knees, out, in. All right, those weights down. All right. We're gonna turn off this 10-minute warning. Okay. We're just gonna do some one-legged balance. Now that may entail the toe down or maybe a hand. You shouldn't need both. If you want to really work your balance more, leg swing. This is just a one-legged balance, so it doesn't matter. We're just working our balance harder by adding the legs or some arms. And remember, the whole time, if you want, you have the hand right there, ready to grab if you need to. Change it up. Take your time. Just work in balance here. All right, switch. Make sure you're not going to kick your chair. Start with just the leg swing, maybe. Get that hand out if you need it or want it. Just move those arms around. You can be dancing if you want. Just working that balance. Soft knee, standing leg. Yeah, see how I engaged my abs and brought it back in. All right, good job, everybody. Let's stretch. Standing. All right, hold those hips still and go with that shoulder away from that hand. Vamos a hacerlo en una playa en Puerto Rico hasta que las olas griten ay bendito. Good. Switch. Bring that hand across. Relax that shoulder. You're not pushing it up towards your neck. Remember that door analogy. We're closing the door. Nice and relaxed. All right, hold it still. Look over that shoulder. Soft knee. Good. Bring that hand up and palm to your back. Abs are tucked under. You can bring that other arm around if you would like. Both shoulders are relaxed. You're stretching here with that arm, and then you're stretching through your shoulder and your chest, and some back with the other arm. Keep your chin up. Good, and just switch. So pulling that top elbow back toward the ceiling. Left or lower shoulders relax down. Good. Now you've got your chair there or your furniture or your wall. Walk it out. If you can, get a nice stretch. Soft knees. Reach. You should feel it down the back of your legs and through your shoulder blades. So think of taking your hips back toward the wall behind you. Hands are just relaxed. Good. Bring it in a little bit. Hands down. Cat and cow. Round. Neutral or arch. Whatever your back feels good. So make a C here. Scoop. Tuck in those hips. Round. More. Good. All right, let's hit horse stand. We're gonna reach that heel out. Flex foot, knee over ankle, nice and tall. We'll grab my chair so I don't cheat my shoulders. Nice, soft knee. Good. I'm gonna switch. Knees over my ankle. Foot is flexed. Soft knee, straight. Good. Let's take it out to the side. We don't do this one too often. You have to sit with one cheek on the chair. That foot is flexed. Now it's going to depend on your chair. This one's nice and flat. We found that Lorton, we had to sit with our straight leg front because the way the chair was molded. If it's not comfortable, you can always swing it around. Knees over my ankle, other legs flexed. And then I'm trying to find the stretch right here. So I kind of lean forward a little bit and I can find it. You have to wiggle around. Kind of an awkward stretch. Feel it. I feel it from here all the way down to my knee. And as it relaxes, you can lean in a little more. Notice my arm is on my thigh, not my knee. Good. And switch. You gotta get that one cheek off the chair. It doesn't work so well.